So it's like your 20s, focus on living, focus on career goals, focus on making money, saving your money. This is a big one. Your love life. Falling in love is very easy, especially if you're like me. Like a lot of my emotions get like heightened. So it's like, for me, I need to see the reality of things from like the get-go. The whole 2023 2000s babies generation of, oh, we're gonna do situationships and then I'm just gonna do all these things just so this person can realize I'm this great person.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It doesn't work. It's not worth it. You mean what it said when they say it takes two? It really takes two. In friendships and relationships, like, just like giving your all, not even falling in love, giving your all to people, you really have to be careful. You really have to be careful of who you let in, who you tell information to. And that's one thing I've learned too. Like, you can't tell information to everyone. Can't let everybody in, because then you lead up and then you feel like, oh, I'm super close to this person, when in reality you really know just the surface level about a person and it's not even that deep, really. So that's number one. Number two, college is not for everybody. Before I came to college, I didn't even think college was for me, but in my head I built up this like whole thing of, my parents went to college, both of my parents are educated, my sister went to college, she's doing great, but I just didn't seem like it was for me. I was like, why don't I just go to like cosmetology school, learn how to do that? Or like, why don't I just go to trade school? Like, why don't I do something other than a 4-year university to get a piece of paper? And I'm not even gonna dock it. That piece of paper can mean a lot. Like, a lot of jobs, they won't let you in unless you have it. But there's also, with how we are now and the generation we're in, like, there's also so many different things you can do that either pay just as much or even more than the things you could do with the degree, And I built up this whole thing because I get anxiety. I worry about my future just like everyone else. And when I thought about, okay, well, I'm not going to return to college in the fall, I was like, I'm not going to do that. And I was okay. So if I'm not going to do that, what am I going to do? But all of that information is just for a completely different video. We'll see what I'm going to do. You guys will see. Number 3 and 4 on my list can really just be put into one. It's really just like, you meeting new people, and then also the friends that you have may come and go, or not even just the fact of, the generic saying of friends come and go. It's really just the fact of you're growing up. I realize with growing up, you have less time, or you have more time depending on what you do. And then me being in a completely other state, it's like my friends are in Georgia, I'm in Alabama, and I did not see my friends as much. I don't see my friends as much as I used to, but that's really just what came with growing up. That's really what came with me taking the responsibility of, I'm going to college in a different state. But I realized that when you have friends, like if you're actual friends with them, it doesn't matter if you didn't see them in like 2 months since you went away to school. When you go back, things will be completely the same, because it's like you guys have a genuine connection. And then also it's like when you meet new people, like I met so many new people here. I have like this one person I met, she's awesome, she's like my best friend from college. I think that's what I would consider it as. And we were awesome. And then I met my roommate, and she was great. Like, we had like a great time together. She was awesome. I was able to celebrate all of her accomplishments. So yeah, people come and go. You keep all the people you knew. It's just like they all get clumped together, or they're all separated. That you meet different people in different stages of your life, and that's, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and I met so many people in this stage of my life, and I met so many people in the previous stage of my life. But I still have my friends. It's just more so about planning when you see them. It's not about the fact that you guys aren't friends anymore. It's not about the fact that they don't like you as much anymore. It's really just the fact that it's circumstantial. That's really all it is. The last topic, and I would personally say this is the biggest topic on the list, because for me, when I came to school, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do with my hair? I'm gonna have like a nervous breakdown and shave it all out. But that's not what happened. That is not what happened. I realized that going to a HBCU, there's so many different people who know how to do hair. There's so many people you can go to, like even just on campus. Like, people can come to your room, you can go to theirs. There's people who do that. There's people who do nails, makeup, hair, wig installations, all this other stuff. Like, it's like a one-way stop shop. It's like a lot of different entrepreneurs all in one place. And that's one thing I loved, because that meant I was able to just go to someone and be like, hey, can you braid my hair? And on top of that, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, some people be reaching with their prices. Like me, I'm not gonna pay you like $150 plus me buying the hair for some knotless or box braids, unless you show me some type of certificate. Like, I'm not doing that, because it's like,
No, ma'am.
or if you just don't have like any type of picture of your work, or if you don't have like any type of credentials. But what was great about it is that most people were fairly reasonable. Like, most people had appropriate prices for college students. Most people, like, even some people would go as far as providing the hair and the styles and just charging you like one price individually. And those are the people who I really liked going to, because like that means I don't have to worry about going off campus, buying the hair, making sure it's enough hair, and then also coming all the way back just to pay you to do my hair. It was great having like the one-stop shop service. But especially for my birthday, like my birthday, I'm gonna put something here, but like for my birthday, I had this girl do my hair. She did amazing.